Shalom. I want to begin our lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Back here with another lesson through the spirit. It shouldn't be too long. Just wanted to speak on an article that came across my feed today. So, I'm going to read it, bring out a few precepts through the spirit, and Lord willing to be edifying to you all out there listening. And with that being said, let's get into it. So it reads, Bible sales exploding from fears of global unrest and political uncertainty. And this is from the End Time headlines. And it reads, actually, before I say this, I just want to speak on a funny story or encounter that I had. I was in search of a red letter Bible a few weeks ago. And I was in search of a red letter Bible a few weeks ago, and I did end up finding one. But I was at Barnes and Noble, and I typically don't go into that store, but I was in there because I was in search of a book. And so I was in there searching and whatnot in the Bible section. And I speak on this because this picture on the screen reminds me of like how their books are set up somewhat. So I was in there searching, and just a group of Edomite women come over there too in the section, and they all up, like they're real close to me, like real close, like in my space bubble close. But they was all close up on me and stuff like that, and they was also looking for a Bible. And I overheard one of them, they said they was looking for a Bible, I guess for their boyfriend or something like that. But a lot of them were looking for Bibles, and it kind of just, that story kind of reminded me of this article. So, and then also, I just felt like the fact that they were so close to me, it was like, damn, it's almost like it was my spirit attracting them. I don't know. But yeah. Let's get into the article though. Just want to share that real quick. It reads, but I share that to say though that a lot of more people are looking for Bibles. So yeah, let's get into it. It says worries about worries about the economy, conflicts abroad, and uncertainty over the election push readers toward the publication in droves. Bible sales are up 22% in the U.S. through the end of October. And right now we're in the beginning of December. So we got one more month left in 2024. Lord willing, something can unfold to lead us into shit hitting the fan going into 2025. A lot can happen in where we got 28, 29 days now left. Bible sales are up 22% in the U.S. through the end of October compared with the same period last year, according to book tracker Circana BookScan. By contrast, total U.S. print book sales were up less than 1% in that period. People are experiencing anxiety themselves, or they're worried for their children and grandchildren, said Jeff Crosby, president of the Evangelical Christian Publishers Association. It's related to artificial intelligence, or AI, election cycles, and all of that feeds a desire for assurance that we're going to be okay. And what's funny about that is that it tells us in the scriptures that, when the people when the people worry, you know, we will rejoice. We'll be happy, especially since we're in the end times. That's all of these uncertainties that people are speaking of. Get this person off my screen, man. It's all of these uncertainties that the people are speaking of with everything that's going on in the world. We have mass natural disasters going on. We have wars going on. Like I said, natural disasters, streets are flooding. There's record numbers of snow, 40 inches of snow in some places. You have the streets flooding overseas, filled with water. So there's a lot of things that are going on in the world right now. You have the rise of different ailments and pestilences, as well as unfit leaders and rulers over here in America. So Babylon the Great. But the people will not be okay. Only the remnant, only the Lord's elect will be okay with the things that are coming upon this earth and upon this world. Sally Vasquez, a 28-year-old artist and influencer who has appeared on the reality TV show Love Island USA, recently bought her first Bible, one from the She Reads Truth line at Barnes & Noble. And I'm not even sure what that is. It must be another book. Yeah. It's very common for women to read books that have something to do with the Bible, but not the actual Bible. I've had Bibles that my mom gave me, but I felt I needed my own to start my own journey. That it symbolized I was starting a walk with God. She said, I felt something was missing. It's a combination of where we are in the world, general anxiety, and the sense that meaning and comfort can be found in the Bible. And that would be correct. These people are being spooked. They're scared of the things that are going on in the world because they don't understand. And the prophets and the elders and the apostles have been speaking on these things for years now, that these things will happen. But of course, the people decide not to listen to the Lord's people, the Lord's chosen, which is spoken of in the scriptures. Bethany Martin, manager of the Faith and Life bookstore in Newton, Kansas, says she is selling to lots of first-time Bible buyers. They are looking for hope with the world the way it is, and the Bible is what they're searching for, she said. Faith and Life's website offers more than 270 Bibles, including a $95 leather-bound giant print option and a $7.99 pocket-sized New Testament. And they like to hand out that pocket-sized New Testament. I have one of my own as well. And that's the main book that they like to hand out on our campus. Whenever you have like Christians coming out and stuff like that, you don't really see Jehovah's Witness going around no more. But typically they pass out those New Testament Bibles. Because for some reason, Christians, I'm not going to say all, but most Christians, they like to read just the New Testament. They don't like to deal with the Old Testament. They think that the Old Testament is done away with, which would be incorrect. Others sell graphic novel Bibles, reference Bibles, and a rainbow or color options version intended specifically for men and teens and early readers, audiobooks, and even one bound in Ghost Scan priced at $832.50, which is ridiculous. In March, President-elect Donald Trump endorsed the God Bless the USA Bible, which sells online for $59.99 and isn't included in Circana book scan figures. And I did search up this Bible because I had never heard of it. And this is from what I learned. It says, we can read this real quick. The God, the God Bless the USA Bible, also known as the Trump Bible, is an edition of the King James Version of the Christian Bible containing additional content specifically relating to the United States. The compilation was created by country music singer, songwriter Lee Greenwood and first published in 2021. It was later marketed by Donald Trump under his brand name and promoted as part of his 2024 presidential campaign. Edition is on this leather. It includes the text of the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Four Amendments, the Bill of Rights, the Pledge of Allegiance. The text of the Bible was intended to be NIV, but Zondervan, the division that owns the rights of the NIV, withheld them after multiple public complaints, and the KJV was used, which is the public domain in the U.S. Oklahoma's education department recently purchased more than 500 of those Bibles for local schools. The Tulsa World reported referencing copies of purchase orders, and we know what happens to people that add or take away from the scriptures. So the demands for Bibles is rising despite evidence that the country is growing increasingly secularized. And let's get that word real quick. Secularized, convert from religious or secular position or use. Disassociate or separate from religious or spiritual concerns. And that would be correct. You've seen an increase of states wanting to ban the Bible or the Ten Commandments from their education systems, as well as people wanting to ban the Bible altogether, which is why you see this increase of people trying to buy the Bible. The Pew Research Center found that about 28% of adults in the U.S. now consider themselves religiously unaffiliated. Yet, Bible sales rose to 14.2 million in 2023 from 9.7 million in 2019 and hit 13.7 million in the first 10 months of this year. And I would not be surprised. Well, I'm not surprised that people are considering themselves religiously unaffiliated. You see more people nowadays through social media calling themselves not religious but spiritual. They're starting to use that term more, which really they aren't spiritual if they're not in this truth or, you know what I'm saying, preaching the word, the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And then also people are just saying these religions, more so Christianity, for the BS religion that it is. These pastors and whatnot, they take all of these people money, built these mega churches, and these niggas are in the temple that was built by man. Acts 7:48. But on top of that, these niggas be in the church and having full concerts and not speaking nothing about the scriptures, not bringing out nothing that has anything to do with the Bible. Though they honor me with their lips, their hearts are far from me. But let's continue reading because I'm not finna go into that. Readers are also stocking up on related titles that provide guidance, insights, and context, even sets of stickers to flag particularly meaningful passages. Sales of other holy books such as the Hebrew Bible, the Quran, and the Bhagavad Gita are included in broader categories and are broken out separately by Circana Bookscan. And I can add myself into this group of people as well, because within the last month or two, I believe, I can't remember exactly when I purchased it, but it was definitely within October or November, I purchased, which I've been meaning to purchase this for a while. I finally purchased my Bible dictionary, and following that, I also purchased a red letter Bible in addition to that, which I just told you all. Because originally my first Bible was the 1611, which I purchased a few years ago. So in addition to that, I purchased the Bible dictionary as well as a red letter edition. And on top of that, I have the pocket-sized New Testament that I was given. So, and the reasoning for that is because we know that through the scriptures, which I will pull up in a minute, that there will be famine of the word, which is somewhat similar to let's give a example. The Book of Eli, let's say that. In that movie, all the Bibles were destroyed and whatnot through fire or through whatever apocalyptic incident that happened, which I'm not saying is going to be like that movie, but that would be an example of famine of the word. Now, for this instance, we've seen talks of famine of the word. I gave you an example earlier with school systems and whatnot trying to ban the Bible, as well as we've seen people trying to ban it through. We know it's going to be banned through cyber attacks and whatnot when they shut these YouTubes down and whatnot. When Jacob's trouble happens and we're not able to go out on the highways and the byways and preach like we normally do. Yeah, whether it be through them shutting down the social media sites and all that stuff. And so when they turn off these cell towers, when you're not able to use your phone, you're only going to be able to read out of an actual book, which is why I've taken it upon myself to get a physical Bible, multiple physical Bibles. So it's just good to be able to, it also gives you a sense of joy or happiness just to be able to not always read out of your online book or on your phone, and just be able to highlight scriptures or read scriptures in a physical book. So that's an addition to it as well. But they are eventually going to try and do away with the Bible and whatnot. A lot of these people in this country do not believe in the Lord Yahweh. So, and that just comes with all the wickedness that this place is engulfed in. So let's go ahead and get the scriptures. This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the end, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So we know that knowledge shall be increased, meaning, actually, let's get in the NLT first. But you, Daniel, keep this prophecy a secret, seal up the book until the time of the end, when many will rush here and there, and knowledge will increase. So through that, we're seeing more and more people are waking up. The elders and apostles believe, or Elder Apostle Tahar, I'm not going to speak for the other elders, but I would just assume that they're in like-minded state. He believes that the hopeful elect has already been sealed through the Spirit. But you still have, a innumerable multitude that's waking up as well. So that will be increasing knowledge. You're learning and understanding your true heritage, your true history, that you are Israelite, and you're coming into the truth and learning that, which is a good thing. The Lord has bestowed understanding upon you to understand these scriptures. So that will be the meaning of that. And knowledge shall be increased. People are going to be running here and there, back and forth, to and fro, wherever they can, to find the knowledge of the Bible, because it is a powerful book. But it's only powerful if you are actually able to understand the scriptures that are in it through your faith and the understanding that the Lord puts on you through the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So, in these scriptures, definitely the prophecy has been kept a secret, but these prophecies are starting to unfold, have been started to unfold for the past few years now. So they're slowly but surely coming out. It seems like it's slow to us, but it's not slow. It's moving at the right pace, according to the Lord. Yeah, man, there's more and more of the hopeful elect. All we got to do is keep on doing our job. As more and more of the hopeful elect, the innumerable multitude keeps on waking up, then we're doing what we're supposed to. This is Proverbs 1:26, and the point being at 28. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. So that goes for mockers, the unbelievers, the heathens, and really Esau, Edom, because they're going to get ultimate destruction from the Lord. And this place is going to be laid desolate. They mocked and scoffed at us, and their destruction is going to come soon as well. What they mocked and scoffed at us at, it's going to come right back upon them. But also, like it read, the people are scared and afraid and unsure with the times that we're in right now, which is why they're seeking and turning towards the Bible for instruction, for help. But like the brother said, you can do as much reading as you want to. Highlight the hell out your book. If you don't have the spirit of understanding on you, then it's pointless. As we know, you cannot be saved through the law. You have to actually have the spirit of the Lord upon you, and you have to be written in the book as a chosen one, as well as, being a part of the innumerable multitude. That's why we say we are of the hopeful elect, Lord willing, because we're not sure who is a part of the elect yet. We won't know until if we are saved or not, through the Spirit or through the chariots. So that's why we're continuing to push and are in a spirit of fear, and ask that the Lord, how about Shemal, shall keep us in the truth, that we will not fall back into the world in the latter days, as it is written. 1 Timothy chapter 4:1. So this is verse 28, Salaki. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, they shall not find me, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. So that's why I said you can do all of the looking and seeking you can. If you don't have the fear of Yahweh, then you won't have wisdom or understanding of the scriptures. It's plain and simple. And also because you rejected the Lord before, when a prophet was sent upon you, whether you mocked, whether you scoffed, whether you just completely didn't want to listen, whether you want to lean under your own understanding, and you try and come back, it's going to be too late. Now, of course, there are instances where, you know what I'm saying, you may be saved in the latter days. You may have actually picked up that book and the Lord put the faith or the spirit on you to understand. That's good. But majority of those people are going to be destroyed with the rest. And this is just going into a family of the word. This is Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Most High Power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. And that's more so talking about the prophets, the Lord's servants, preaching on the highways and the byways, because the Lord speaks through us. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. And see, that prophecy, or, you know what I'm saying, yeah, that prophecy has not come yet, but it will come soon, Lord willing. Because all of these things that are written in the Bible are going to come to pass. Eventually, we will see it in our lifetime. We are in the end times. We are definitely in the end times. There is no denying that. It reads, this is Baruch 2 and verse 29, the point being in 30. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. Just talking about the Israelites. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, which is where we are right now, Babylon the Great, they shall remember themselves and shall know that I am Yahweh, the Most High Power. For I give them a heart and ears to hear. So, let's read down. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. This is what we're doing right now. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So us returning, we're trying to return back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua repentance, through rehearsing the righteous acts, through being doers of the word and not only hearers of the word, and through having faith. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they shall be lords of it. Because we're going to rule over it. You know what I'm saying? That's talking about the kingdom of heaven. The land that the Lord promised us that will flow with milk and honey. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. So we're going to be a very large number of people that will not be defeated, our kingdom will rule forever, it will never perish. It will never be overtaken. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, not with the world, but with them, the Lord's chosen people. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not Abraham, Isaac, and Esau, not Abraham, Isaac, and the whole world. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel, the Negroes, natives, and Latinos. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. And that's what we're striving to do. That's what we're striving for. Storing up our riches in heaven. That's what we're striving to get to, the kingdom. That's what we're striving to, man. That's why we do what we do. This is Romans. Slacky. Romans 9 and 26, and the point being at 27. Or Salakia. Romans 9 and 26. 25, and the point being at 26. As he said also in OC, I will call them my people, which are not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved. So it says concerning the Gentiles, the Most High Power says in the prophecy of Hosea, those who were not my people, I will now call my people, and I will love those whom I did not love before. So even us whom he had to call, not the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles. See, this is where people, those Christians, like to say, oh, the Lord's going to save everybody. And they don't realize that in the New Testament, we were also called Gentiles because we went the way of the heathen, which the Lord told us not to follow after their customs. What do? We praise false gods. We worship all of these pagan holidays. We've outdone the wicked in wickedness. So that's speaking about us. And it shall come to pass that in the day, in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they be called they shall be called the children of the living God. See, this is and this is the reason why I brought up Baruch 2 and 30 and then this, because they shall remember themselves in the land of their captivity. This is the only captivity that we did not remember. We had no remembrance that we were Israelites. Which is why it says that even us whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles. And then that's why I said, ye are not in the land which they say you are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living God. And it's coming out, man. These people keep on denying that we are, in fact, the true children of the Lord. But you also have those people who are, you know what I'm saying, the upper elites know that we're the children of the Lord. You have people who are also telling us that, whether it be Esau, Edom, whether it be any other nation, these people know that we're the children of the Lord. Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will Yahweh Shah make upon the earth. So let's read in the NLT. And we are among those whom he selected, both from the Jews and from the Gentiles. Concerning the Gentiles, God says in the prophecy of Hosea, those who are not my people, I will now call my people, and I will love those whom I did not love before. And then at the place where they were told, you are not my people, there they will be called children of the living God. And concerning Israel, Isaiah the prophet cried out, though the people of Israel are as numerous as the sand of the seashore, only a remnant will be saved. For the Lord will carry out his sentence upon the earth quickly and with finality. So that's talking about how Yahweh Shai is going to come down here and bring ultimate judgment upon the earth, but the remnant will be saved. The 1/3 innumerable multitude, as well as the 144,000 of the Lord's chosen elect, the 144,000 judges, the prophets, the servants of the Lord. So, and let me get this last scripture real quick before I end it off. This is Proverbs 3 and 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding, for the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in the left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and her paths are peace. And it reads in the NLT, joyful is the person who finds wisdom, the one who gains understanding. For wisdom is more profitable than silver, and her wages are better than gold. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. She offers you a long life in her right hand and riches in her left hand. And honor in her left, Salaki. And riches and honor in her left. She will guide you down deceitful paths. All her ways are satisfying. I said deceitful, I meant delightful, Salaki. She will guide you down delightful paths. All her ways are satisfying. So that's why I said, man, it is a blessing to have wisdom and understanding of the scriptures. Do not take that for granted. Pray that the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, keeps you in that spirit through the times that are coming up, as well as current times and in the future. So with that being said, I want to close the lesson off there. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. Call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Ba'Hashem HaKakodash. Double blessing, honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, once again, who taught me this truth through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel, Shalom.